we do have another section that we'd like to share with you. But it's already half an hour over the time that we had expected. Please do stay on. Now it's going to be opened up to everybody to contribute. And we all know of Ronojoy the Pandit. So this section is going to be devoted to his very, very special talent. Go ahead, Rico.
So our dear Ronojoy was a fountainhead for puns. Hence, the name of this section that I've given is Pan Dukan. He would roll out puns of eclectic taste and variety for people around him to savor in Kolkata Meetha Bengali, Banarasi Sada, as well as in English Beatles. The connoisseurs would grab the play of words and feast on them in their daily diet. But what about some of the others? Well, it's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs because they always take things literally. Like when a list of invitees for a certain event at 47B Theatre Road was being finalized, Ronju piped up, "We can't omit Amit." This was said not in reference to our relative Amit Sengupta, Mishti Di's husband, but Amit Mitro, who happens to be the current West Bengal State Finance Minister. I think it was planning for Murkidi's wedding. In the same vein, if Ronju would be asked to describe one Bengali with another, he'd say, "Ebong, ebong, ebong." That was his idea of a Punjab. There was a reference to a pukurpar, a water tank behind our Theatre Road home that held much interest for Ronju. Do you know what happens to a frog who parks illegally? He gets towed. That pukurpar was witness to quite a few nefarious activities, which begged the question, did Sherlock solve crimes by Sherlock? Pinjati recalled that when her eldest daughter was at school, someone teased her about her music teacher who was obese and whom she was very fond of. A student asked her, "Tor hatir motor miss kemon ache re?" When she burst into tears, Ronojoy comforted her saying, "Shur ache to, tai bolche." In my Ronojoy Joy Joy ballad, I referred briefly to a more recent story with elephants. When Ronojoy was regaling all of us in the cousins group with pictures of elephants visiting Niribili and surroundings, he was quite seriously injured actually in an elephant attack. While recuperating, he texted, "All my pictures of them were free. This time they decided to charge." Gosh, such punishment. Another time he asked us how an orange platypus was born. We had no answer, but he did. He said, "From the eggs marmalade." Yeesh. So for some puns may be the lowest form of humor, but not for most of us Ronju fans. We just love the contorted wordplay. And as I sign off from my pan dukan, we could proudly say, "Ami jene shune bish korechi pan." Merry Christmas to the old man up there, and you know what? Teri bhi.
Well, Ronju's love for nature and his love for pun finds its place in this next video that we're going to share with you. As soon as we share that video, you'll understand what I mean by the pun, as well as his love for nature. Murki.
Say something, Kochi?
Yes, please do.
Acha, Mitali, after Ronju got married to Mitali is from Chittagong. So when he went to Ganashakti office after his marriage, they asked him, "Kire Ronju, ki biye korli, ghoti na bati?" So Ronju said, "Ghotiyo na, batiyo na, mog."
So yes, please do. If you want to share stories, this is the time to share stories. But we have to show you this video, Monda, on The pun bird.
Baba has got disconnected. He's trying to reconnect Kochi Kaka.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Do you have it, Kochi?
Do you have it, Kaka?
Yeah, I will have to search for it and put it up.
Okay.
But
in the
in the
meantime, he's
meantime,
trying to
yeah, in the meantime, there's another little story that we have to tell you as to why Ronju was called Rudolph.
Okay.
And Ujan is going to explain why Ronju was called Rudolph by the next generation. Odo, over to you.
Just, I'd like to add something to Mashi's story.
Yes, go ahead.
Mama and Mimi getting married. Have you ever? I was speaking about Mama being, what he was. He dared to be different, and he was different. He went to get his own bride on the day of his wedding. You're supposed to. The tradition is that other people go and get the bride, bring. He went along. He took me along. He took Chami along, and I think both of us went with Mama to get Mimi to get married when they got married. So that's also another memory. I think it was nice. Something I just remembered. I thought I'd share.
So, yes, while my mother has a lot of memories to share with Rudolph, yes, Rudolph, I'll come to that.
He used to sing to you.
I sometimes really ask myself, and I think a lot of us have experienced this at various points in our life, that John Lennon used to say, life is what happens to you when you're with other friends. So I think at some point of time in all our lives, we've been very busy with things like school, college work, etc. And then you haven't had the time to interact with people who you might have gotten along with very well if you had interacted with them a little bit more. So I have that lasting regret. It's a bitter aftertaste, but I fondly remember him for all the good reasons. And specifically so because as Kochi Dada mentioned, I call him Rudolph. Now, a little bit of a background for those who don't know how this works in our family. We are really, really experimental with our nicknames. Let me tell you that. And I continued the tradition almost genetically because I was the firstborn of the latest generation in our family. And as the first member of the clan, I was somehow gifted by God. It was divine providence that I was given the responsibility to change everyone's names, and often to very ridiculous ones. So Rudolph, the story behind the name Rudolph was primarily because he used to sing to me Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And for some reason, I was under this strange impression that he was Santa Claus, honestly, because of his beard. And he perhaps he was very convincing in the role as well, because I mean, he used to pick me up and tickle me with his beard sometimes. And I actually looked at him with this little paunch and his smile, and his very comforting, warm smile. And I thought that why wouldn't this person give gifts to children for free and spend his entire night doing so? So there's this very wonderful song that Kochi Dada and I think Indranil Dada has co-written, and it's a masterpiece, and it's a take on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, just that it's a bit more guptod. So
on behalf of the brothers.
So I'm going to be singing it on behalf of all my brothers and two sisters. সবাই যারা আমার থেকে ছোট তাদের, apart from Orki, of course. I don't know whether he calls Rudolph though. I'm not too sure about that. Kintu, okay, everyone. I'm a trendsetter, unfortunately, in this case. So to that. So I'm singing on behalf of all of them. Rudolph, our witty grandpa, had a very Santa beard, and from his lips would come out the wildest puns you'd ever hear. We know his Santa banter. I went ahead and changed his name. We would wait to hear him start off, regaling with his wordplay game. So, jokes and puns aside, I just want to say a couple of things. It's Christmas Eve and it's Christmas Day, and I'm missing him a lot. Guitar-ta niye jao na. So I'm missing him a lot, and I just wanted to sing a little bit of a Christmas carol for him because I thought it would be befitting for the night, and wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and of course Rudolph, who's a bit busy today on his birthday, if he were Rudolph. So silent night, holy night, all is done, all is bright, round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Happy birthday, Rudolph.